All right, folks, happy Friday to you. Friday, the 26th of April, it's about 10:30 a.m. We are out here in one of the alfalfa fields. This is the brand new seeding alfalfa I put in last year. I'm tickled to death from what I'm seeing right now. I got to be honest with you, I think it pays to be a little bit of a worrywart too. It gives you time to plan B and plan C. I don't know how to explain it to you. I was very worried about this field. We got the monsoons right after planting last year. There was basically some lakes and some rivers out here. There are some bad spots, but that's to be expected. For the most part, on average, I'm really liking what I see here. Yeah. It's coming up nice for this time of year. Bear with me. I gotta get behind the spreader. That wind is something fierce today, but it's a good thing. It's helping dry things out. So, we're out here on one of the alfalfa fields. I get to do this one and one other today. Otherwise, I'm at a stop for fertilizer. The other fields that we have, they've just been wait. This weather continues. I'll be back in there next week. I'm going with the 0060. This is just potash. Lottie is made differ from what I'm doing, but I want my true alfalfa stands to stay as pure as possible. One route is no nitrogen during the year to not promote grass growth. Understand that I'm a little bit in the baleage alfalfa, pure alfalfa baleage business, not to mention for the farm, for crying out loud. So the goal is to always have it as pure as you can. Now, the proof is in the pudding. The other side there, that was the alfalfa stand and had been for the last 5 years. That stayed about as pure as it could. A lot of it attributes to the fertilizer program. You have to keep nitrogen out of it. Well, after 5 very good years, I'm very happy with it. That field is now going to become a dry hay field. I'd have to say it's a good, I bet you this year it's going to be a good 60% alfalfa, 40% grass, which is great. That's great, phenomenal hay. In fact, I'm going to make a lot of square bales out of there this year as well. But no longer is that the true alfalfa stand. It's going to be this guy here. There's another field, small field. I think it's only about 6-7 acres that I'm also able to spread today, but then that's it. That is it. Had a good day yesterday. Got done what I could. I want to say I put about 14,000 pounds of fertilizer out. Today's about another 5,200. I am spreading this at 200 pounds to the acre. I cheapened up the dry hay ground just a little bit at about 150 pounds. This is 200. I'm very dependent on this alfalfa. So every little bit helps. We're going to see how the year goes after first crop is taken off of here. We'll see what Mother Nature gives us. The reality of putting another 100 pounds to the acre on here is possible. I have done it before. It proved to, be worth its weight in gold. So, all right, big happy Friday to you. It is Shout Out Friday. That is going to come a little bit later. Took delivery of that piece of equipment about 8:30 this morning. Let's go take a look at it. It's a 2014 John Deere 6150M, 150 horsepower. It's a good tractor. It comes with a few things though. Number one, I want to find a weight package for the front, 8 weights, and I need to replace these back tires. This one isn't too bad. There's life left on here yet. I'm going to get a little life out of it, but this one's both bald. Period, end of story. The tires got to be changed out. It's obviously 540, 1000 PTO. There's 3 SCBs on the back here. Very happy with this purchase. I mean, I just got it. I got a long ways to go here before true happiness, but right now I'm very happy with it. Purrs like a kitten, runs and operates like I'm not used to. This is almost double the tractor what I'm used to. It's 150 horsepower, 6420 on a good day is about 115. It just seems like double the tractor. It is the M series. To each their own. I do not want an R. We'll call it the old man in me. I just like things simple. So it's basically manual. Nothing too very fancy except for the year that it is. And it's a good tractor. Good amount of horsepower, which was needed. And yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. Tickled pink about it. This was a have to, not a want to. You can't have it both ways. I wish I could. More cattle, more property, more feed. Another tractor had to be put on with a little higher horsepower. This was a have to, not a want to. I took my time scouring the US for tractors. I started my search probably about January 1st. I knew horsepower had to be put on the farm this year. Period. I will be honest with you, I almost pulled the plug on a couple of New Hollands until this guy showed up. Actually, I was about 2 days away from signing for a New Holland tractor. Great tractors. I will say that I am a John Deere guy. That's basically almost all we've ever had on the farm. We've had a case on there before. We've had some white, couple of whites, and back in the day, a couple of Olivers. But primarily, you know, for the most part, we're a John Deere farm. I am a John Deere guy. Serviceability proves to be John Deere here. With the dealers not too far away, maintenance needs, and everything else. It proves to stay John Deere, and I'm very happy about that. To each their own. There's a lot of other good tractor manufacturers out there. Me personally, I'm John Deere. So I'm kind of glad that I stuck John Deere, and yeah, good tractor. A little bit of story about this tractor here. I will not share financials with you, but I am here to tell you that I got, I didn't steal this thing, but I got a very good price on it. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, and yes, number one, this was sitting on a Case dealership. They couldn't stand having this green piece on their lot. They wanted this gone ASAP. They had finally talked in, after years, a local beef farmer, pretty heavy operator, not too far from the dealer, to go over to a Case Magnum. So he traded this in on it. So number one, this was sitting on a Case dealership. They wanted it gone. Number two, the yards are full. Unfortunately, with the way the markets are and the decline in dairy and everything else, the yards are absolutely full of equipment, good used equipment at a dramatic price drop to, you know, move some iron. Number three, I also got it a little bit cheaper because, you know, the back tires need to be replaced. The dealership was not prepared to do so. Number four, and I really don't like this. I'm not too sure about their regiment. I got to put a full servicing on this tractor, which I plan on doing tomorrow. They basically took it on a trade, let it sit there, and we're waiting for it to go. Well, I'll be happy to take it. Since my search, and you know, I try and put as much into it as I can. According to the average on tractorhouse.com within the Midwest for this John Deere, this model with this many hours. It's got 2,393 hours. I would have to say, on average, I got this for about $20,000 to $25,000 less than what's average. That's a pile of money. Maybe not to some. You must have done very good. It's a pile of money. So I'm very happy with it. We got a long ways to go, like I said. What's the future of this tractor? This tractor is obviously now going to be my main tillage tractor for a lot of your heavier pulling. And this tractor is going to live in front of the round baler this year. In fact, I don't even see it being unhooked. So yeah, I did think really long and hard about another loader tractor. You can't go wrong with another loader tractor, but with the open cab 6400 and then the 6420, my little baby, I think we're covered on loaders, and I opted for this one, which made it a little bit cheaper as well. So that's what I got. So pretty happy with it. It's a good day today. It's a Good Friday. Actually, Good Friday was last Friday. You know what I mean. And yeah, I look forward to having multiple videos showing the 6150M. And this is just night and day. I'm starting to get used to it. It's going to take a while. Even though this isn't double the tractor, it's basically, it feels like double the tractor to me. So that comes with a little bit of a learning curve, and that's what I'm going to have to do. So anyway, I'm going to get this PTO fired up here. We're going to spread a little fertilizer. I'm going to give you a little shot of the territory here, and I got to let you go because I got an extremely busy day today, which is okay. PTO, we're engaged. I'm running at about 2,000. It's a little hard to justify the tracks out here, but I can see them just enough to where I know I'm spreading correctly. Like I said, this is a pure alfalfa stand. I want it to stay that way for as long as I can. So therefore, I'm putting down 200 pounds of 0062 the acre. Another 4 or 5 years, I'll go ahead and add nitrogen to it and watch it explode. And of course, there'll be different alfalfa ground, which I plan on that field being the next alfalfa ground after this. We'll see what happens. I'm actually very excited to see you know, what used to be our primary alfalfa field. I'm getting pretty excited to see what that's going to do with a heavy shot of nitrogen. I'll probably end up putting just a 20-10-20 on there, and yeah, it's going to be exciting to see. So, oh, little too close. Got to watch that because I've got just enough, according to acreage counts, to cover this and that other field. It'd be a shame to be out. I love the cab. I like the way it's put together. I like that it's simple. I'm a simple guy. Go ahead and call me a dummy if you want. I'm fine with that. It's just really nice. Quiet as all hell. In the cab anyway. Comes to your fancier things, good AC, good heat. I tested I tested this out true and blue. I headed down to that dealer and I stayed in this thing for well over an hour, hooked it up to implements and everything. Got a true blue test on this tractor, so everything should be good. I've got a little bit of overlap going on here, guaranteed. I'd rather have overlap than miss some area. We're going to be very dependent on this field for some time to come, so yeah. In another video to come, we're going to talk about alfalfa baleage. Why do I make it such a big deal? Why is it part of the farm's business and the sales that take place during the winter? And most of all, we're going to go ahead and talk about the new ruling on deer feeding. But right now I'm having a good Friday. I'm in a good mood and I don't want to ruin it. So we'll save that talk for another time. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to have some more videos today, and including a shout out Friday in a little while. And we'll go from there. Have a good day.